So I texted my buddies a few days ago and asked them what were some of the favorite things I brought to different parties. The response was immediate. Barbecue baked beans. So let's make some barbecue baked beans. I'm going to start with about 3 tablespoons of butter. We'll let that melt. I'm going to saute half of a medium onion. This recipe can be doubled, tripled, quadrupled, whatever needed for however many people you're cooking for. This will serve 6. 3 of me, 6 normal. Give myself a couple of really good turns of salt and pepper. To my onions, I'm going to add about 2 large garlic cloves that's been pressed through a garlic press. Get it nice and small there. I'm using pork and beans. I'm using 2 15-ounce cans that I'm draining in a colander. If you want to make this a vegetarian dish, use any other kind of vegetarian style beans. They have them in a tomato sauce, which is very similar to the pork and beans, but you can also use pinto beans, black beans, whatever. I've made it with a bunch and called it my motley barbecue beans. Since you're draining the sauce and making your own sauce, you can use pretty much any kind of bean. To my onions and garlic, I'm going to add 1/3 to a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to add the equivalent of a chopped jalapeno. We like hatch chilies, so I'm going to add some hatch chili. I'm going to do about 2 ounces of hatch chili that I've roasted. Now we're not doing brain surgery here. We're making baked beans, so I'm not going to bother with being too exact in my measurements. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to add about a cup of our favorite barbecue sauce. I'm going to add a cup of our favorite ketchup. Doing a good squirt of mustard. My secret ingredient, balsamic vinegar. About 1/3 of a cup. It's going to add a richness and depth that people won't be able to quite put their fingers on. Give this a good stir to mix it up. Good to go. I'm going to add my 2 cups of pork and beans. Mix it in really good. Turn that off. I'm done cooking with this. All right, my baked beans were in the oven about an hour. You can see it's got that really deep mahogany color, molasses color. It's getting a little crusty around the edges. It's got that film on top. This one is ready to go. So I'm going to let that cool off for just a minute before I dig into it. I'm not going to wait. See the bits of onion, the garlic. If you had some bacon bits or some pieces of bacon you wanted to put on top of that before you put it in the oven, that's good stuff too. See what we got here. My sauce was very savory, very rich. The beans are actually going to mute it. So I wanted the sauce to have a lot more flavor than the beans themselves. Great onion, hatch chili, garlic, barbecue sauce. Slightest little bit of heat. Feel free to use your favorite chili. Serrano, Anaheim, ghost pepper, jalapeno, and hatch go really well with this flavor combination. It's good stuff. It's going to be perfect with that pulled pork. Thanks for watching.